The Mercy of God Orphanage closed its doors 15 years ago. At that time, no one ever believed it would need to be reopened, but it was, in 1985, under its new name, the Santa Barbara Children's Home. This photograph shows you how the building has changed over the years. The 4 boys in this faded print were residents of the old orphanage. And these kind faces are some of the nuns who run the current home. They dedicated their lives to creating the only home many of their charges will ever know during their early years. Here you see some of the children who live there now. One of them is a 7-year-old little girl named Alana. Now, Alana, you were telling me about a little thing that you like to do when you're by yourself, when you play, called fairy tale?
I made it up.
That's where you pick your favorite story and then you get to be the little girl in it, right? So what's your favorite story?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair.
Oh, that's the one with the beautiful princess who gets locked in the tower by the witch and she has to live there all alone, right?
There's a place I go up in the attic. You can see a long way. There's a lots of things up there to look at. And I wait for somebody to find me, but nobody ever does. Except for Sister Gabrielle when it's time for dinner.
So you wait for a handsome prince?
No, I won't want a prince.
Why not?
Because then you have to get married and have kids. Kids are too much trouble. They make too much noise, and they're always hungry. And they aren't good. Maybe they try to be good, but they aren't. It's not their fault, but I wouldn't want them.
For many of these children, the dreams of a real home with a real family are an impossible one. And because of their disappointment, heartbreakingly, they often turn inwards on themselves. I once heard someone make a cynical remark that there just isn't enough love to go around. Well, I don't believe that. I think it's a matter of making good people aware that there's a community of children living right here in our backyard who needs us. What we have to realize is that we need them too. One of the hidden, or maybe not so hidden, goals of this series is to reach out to those of you who might be willing and able to take a child into your life. But since the fact is that we just can't all run out and adopt a child, there are other ways that we can help. Volunteer programs where you can become a big sister or a big brother and tutor a child, take a child to a museum or a beach, read stories, climb trees, play in the park, or just talk. The institutions we have created to care for the children are noble, but they are limited. What they lack primarily is simple, and it could be you. I'm Eden Castillo for KSB. I hope you have a good night.